I believe that some of the biggest challenges in talent management is sustaining the way that you invest into talent and always keeping it fresh. I think that for a long time, companies kind of had one-way programs, and there was a few classes a year where they would do little workshops for, their employees. And I think that with the speed of business and the evolution of consumers, whether they're sports fans or CPG companies or even retail, like in order to keep up with the consumer, you have to keep investing in your talent. And I think companies for a long time have really been focusing on more the soft skills of that. And I think the biggest opportunity at hand is to give your talent exposure across the functional skills so that they go learn different areas of your business and they can go deeper and bring fresh perspectives to continue taking your company to the next level. The workforce is changing, and the majority of talent and companies by 2025 are going to be millennials and Gen Z. The way that they consume content and consume experiences is different than prior generations. So I think what's worked really well at ESPN is we've created two parts of our strategy around personalization and gamification. So instead of saying, "Dear employee, click here," it's like, "Hey Susan," or "Hey Celia, thought of you," and the communication is targeted depending on where they are in their career journey. And then the experience that we take them on, whether it's an app, a program, an event, is really tailored to their needs. And I think that being able to bring gamification to it makes it fun and creates a sense of FOMO where people want to be able to, they're going to feel bad if they missed out that they weren't involved, right? So I think by being able to personalize the experience and meet the employee where they are and have some fun with it, there's a win-win for all parties involved. And we're doubling down on investing in our most valuable asset of our company, which is our talent. I use the combination of art and science. So art is heart and passion, and then science is the quantitative and qualitative data that we collect. So our experiences that we've curated for a career at ESPN are really opt-in. It's not manager nominated or for the select few. It's about creating equal access to opportunity for all employees to get to tap into our programs. So by them opting in to our mentoring program or our career coaching program, in that onboarding process, there's just a few questions that helps us get to know them better. We also have a digital marketing background, so I have a lot of analytics to understand their behaviors. First they did mentoring, and then they did this, and then they did that, and they've been at the company X number of years. So it allows us to create a career funnel, a career life cycle. Instead of just onboarding them or getting them to get skills to be a leader, I'm really focused on everything else in between. I'm thinking about, okay, well, if you have a passion for tennis, but you're touching our basketball part of our organization, how do we get you more exposure to tennis? How do we get you a seat at that table? And it doesn't have to be a full-time role. It could be a stretch project. It could be 3 meetings. It could be a podcast. So I think the shapes of the way things show up are really different depending on how you like to learn, which we ask. Do you like to read? Do you like to touch and tactile learn? Do you like to listen? So if you don't like to listen, don't pick a podcast, right? So we kind of went back to the basics there, but then we also created career personas. So career starters are employees just getting started. Career upskillers are people that want to move laterally across our organization and go deeper in their subject matter of expertise. They might be in marketing, but they want to be in social media marketing. Career shifters like me, completely different job area, digital marketing, and I wanted to shift into HR. So how do you leverage your transferable skills? Career returners are people that want life-work balance, and career accelerators are those that want to lead. So by understanding our workforce and their different parts of the journey, and I'm not saying those 5 cover every single employee, but it covers 95%. That allows us to curate experiences tied to those themes that allow us to scale career. I highly recommend anyone in the HR discipline to get curious about digital marketing, whether that's understanding new technologies to leverage and implement in the way you communicate, whether that's fun video production of how you want to bring a career series or experience to life, how you want to create campaigns, communication strategies to reach your employees. Name of the game nowadays with comms is social. The shorter, the better. Everyone has a lot on their plate, so like a 20-minute documentary on like one program isn't really cutting it anymore. They want it in 15 seconds. Like, what is it? Am I interested? Okay, if so, then give me more. So I think like being able to really think about who your target audience is, that's the essence of digital marketing, and then creating a message or a campaign for that. So by you understanding your employees and their objectives and where they want to grow, then you can work backwards, leverage that data, and then use your digital marketing background to shape the program, to communicate the program, to analyze the program, and continue to iterate along the way. I think I've been able to build analytics dashboards in Power BI, low code, no code. I just connect an Excel spreadsheet backend to the visual data platform, and I have real-time data on all of our career programs. I'm not waiting till the program's done to decide how to keep giving it an evolution. I'm evolving with it on the needs of what our employees are looking for. So I think being able to have like a nimble, agile mindset, instead of getting it perfect to do it, even getting it 80% there to launch is a huge win, because I think by the time you're done perfecting it, your employees have moved on and they have a new challenge. So I think agility is crucial. I think creativity in the way you communicate is crucial. And I think innovation plays a really big role in leveraging new media technology to integrate into your experience so that it's seamless and it's not like 29 steps to do X. People have like a 3-click minimum in order to reach desired results. So efficiency is important too. Where I'm really focused from a trends perspective is everything talent mobility. It's about investing in the talent that you have in your company and thinking about how do you play chess with that talent and help them get exposed to all areas of your business. And I'm like toying around right now with the concept of interdisciplinaries. So like unique career intersections. I recently heard somewhere that the new measurement of creativity is when 2 unique collaborations happen. And I just love that. And if you think about when people say something's creative, it's because it's fresh, it's different, there's synergy to it, like, right? So I think like thinking about how do we get people in like STEM exposed to like art? How do we get people in Imagineering exposed to social? How do we get people that are making robots and animatronics or cameras with like hyper movements that we have to help get a lot of coverage at events? How do we get consumer insights and research to play a role with like what angles do our fans want to see? Like, I think that I want to find opposites that can attract, to bring fresh, new, evolved thinking, inspiration. The more that we invest in exposing our employees to different areas of our businesses, the stronger our output's going to be for the fan, because then that inspiration, that like, ooh, this is so cool, this is so different, this is like, it keeps that energy and that momentum that we need in order to sustain our coverage, our content, our experiences. And I think there's something so cool about, like, when you learn, it's not just to learn a skill, it's about maybe you took 2 nuggets from a case study from something completely different than what you do that might inspire an idea that then leads to a big new thing that you want to try. So more experimentation and more interdisciplinary with mobility is where I'm placing my bets.